All right, welcome to the second episode of the Draftaholics. I'm Doug By, here as always with Mike Rossi, Andrew Garganese, Joey G. Money Janolfi. What's up, boys?
Going on?
Going on, Dougie.
So we got another fun episode here. Real quick, though, I do want to say that Joe got the most votes last week, just by one. He edged me out by one. And that
Pretty
was
It just
expected.
happened.
Pretty
It just happened to
expected.
be that he got all the votes when he was away with his family in New Hampshire.
yeah, they
There we
they
go.
came flooding in.
The only one of them that has Instagram is my brother, and he still wouldn't even know our page.
And so that was the all-time NBA roster that we did for that one. Today we're going to do the all-time sports movies. So we're going to do 6 rounds on that. I think this is going to bring up maybe even more debate than the other one. I don't know. This is a little more opinionated. So I'm looking forward to it. And we're going to do the draft order right now live.
Yeah,
Let's
and
do it live.
we're doing our favorite movies. We're not doing what we think the world is with the favorite movies. It's our favorite movie.
Yeah, people can
Yeah.
vote on it, but we're not going to have like a winner loser punishment kind of thing on this. But
Pick one. Doug again.
uh-oh. It's
Go
rigged.
I
ahead.
didn't want first pick. I'm good
This
with
is
that.
going. Yeah, I wanted Doug to go one.
Andy too.
There we go.
I gotta delete those
That's-
quick.
isn't that exactly what you wanted?
There, I said I think I could get 3 of my top 4 if Doug goes.
Whoever it's close to, because I don't know how to fucking delete things off of this. So, all right, Mike's 3, and then Joe.
Joe wanted 4. This works out.
All right, so we
Wow.
got me, Doug, Andy, Mike, Joe. Is that how it went?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, boys. Let's get this thing rolling. I'll start it off. I'm going Rocky.
Wow,
Oh,
we were both
Rocky
wrong.
won, huh?
Going
One?
Rocky 1. That's another thing what we need to make clear. You can pick any version. You can do Rocky 1, Rocky 4, Rocky 5, whatever you like. I'm going Rocky
Yeah,
1.
it's not the whole series.
Not the whole series
Yeah, you don't get them all.
of any movie. I'm going Rocky 1. It's the one that started it all. I think it's the most underdog story probably ever. He didn't, spoiler alert, he didn't win in the end. But,
If you haven't seen it now.
yeah, but he earned the respect, right? He earned the respect of everybody.
So
A magnificent movie. I'm a big Stallone guy. I don't know how you can go wrong, and I think it still holds up today to all these years, to late
can't-
70s.
can't
Go
go wrong with it at all. Quick funny story about it too. My dad told me how he saw it in theater way back when it came out. He said people were literally standing cheering for Rocky to win in that last fight.
I believe
yeah.
it. They did they have a statue of a fictional character in Philly.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
fucking incredible. that it's still there.
That's all you really
They
need to know
never
about
got
Philly
rid of it.
sports. But
Come on. You hear that music and you can't help yourself. You're pumped
oh,
up.
you get
know?
fired
It's-
up. You get fired up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my number 1. And I think that's a banger.
It's a great pick. It's a great pick.
That's off. I did not think you were going there.
right.
All right, number 2. We're staying in the boxing world here. You never knock me down, Ray.
He took it on Rossi.
I
He
knew it.
took it. He took it.
Took it on Rossi. I
knew
love
it.
that you would pick 2 now.
I knew it. I told you guys coming in, Raging Bull. Give it to me.
Rossi
Scorsese,
never saw
De
that
Niro.
happening.
He
Let's
never saw
go.
it coming. Raging
I'm
Bull
sorry
is
to
the second
overtalk on
pick.
you, Andy, but I'm so happy right now because he never saw that.
I called Ronnie, who's mine and Andrew's cousin, and said, Ronnie, how big of a Raging Bull fan is Andy? He goes, not as big as me and you. I was like, good. It's safe. Like, I did not see this coming at all. I was
He's
so
on
happy.
tilt. He's on
Joe's
tilt.
behind- Oh, my God.
So I got to ask you, Andy.
Yeah.
That being said, is that your all-time favorite movie, sports movie,
mine.
or
It's
did
mine.
you feel like you had to take it because it wasn't coming back to you?
It's double. 1, I knew it wasn't getting past Mike, and 2, I really just wanted to fuck with Mike. And so
Okay.
it's like a double thing.
Okay.
It's in my top. It's in my top 3 to 5, depending on my mood. So like I don't mind swinging, but I knew the movie I have coming back. There's no way it gets taken. So
It's
I
gonna
felt
still be there
comfortable.
for you. Okay, all right. I like it. So Mike's on tilt. Let's see where he goes.
Yeah, that was awful. My whole that's my favorite movie of all time. Never mind just sports movies. So I was very happy to get 3. I thought I was safe with Doug and Andy, but all right. I'm just gonna continue my draft like that didn't happen. I'm gonna go with a movie that I was a big football player growing up. I played for a team called the Titans, and this came out right around when I was in high school football. Give me the Remember the Titans. It's a classic, and I grew up with it as something that kind of motivated me on the field. So that's my number 1 pick.
You guys also had a lot of black kids on your team, right?
Tons of them. Yeah, we had that whole debate of we should be starting and
Strong
they're
side.
coming in, they're taking our time away. So
That's my brother.
That's a great. That's a great movie. Joseph, where are you going at 4?
This is gonna be
Yeah.
great. Where are we going here, Joe?
Yeah, I'm
So-
super interested in this.
I was gonna hold off because I didn't think any of them were gonna go in the first round. So one went in the first round. I'm going Rocky 4, the big Russian.
I love it.
Four.
I love it. I love
I
that.
mean, I do the one. I hate that you lose Apollo and he dies.
Great scene.
Backstory of
Yeah.
Rocky getting the revenge, the training in the mountains.
Oof.
I
can't
mean,
beat that.
it's fucking awesome, man.
Now
The tiger.
I like Rocky, but I'm not as dedicated as you guys. It goes Apollo. Apollo is 2, right?
Yeah.
3 is Ivan Drago,
No,
right?
3
No,
is
3
Clubber
is
Lang.
Clubber Lang.
Clubber Lang, then
Clubber
Four is
Drago,
Lang.
Ivan Drago.
And
then
Hulk
Tommy
Hogan.
Gunn.
And Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
Tommy Gunn is 5, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Rocky 4 is probably the most entertaining of those first
Oh,
5.
so good. So good.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, Joe. Well, you got another pick coming back.
Oh, I didn't know if we were doing a full recap, but I feel like we're doing a lot of recap as the picks
We are as
go.
we're going along. Yeah. And we'll have it all up on
the-
Insta.
Now this is tough because I had a
This is great.
plan of what I
This is great.
wanted. Everybody would be surprised if I do this, but I'm gonna do it because it's Joe, and the Rocky series is my favorite series. I'm taking Rocky 3
Oh my god.
This
This is
Clubber Lang
over 2.
and
Oh,
Thunder
wow.
Lips.
Wow.
Lips is here.
That's a real person.
Yeah.
Hogan in the movie.
Hulk
is
Hogan's
Thunder
Thunder
Lips.
Lips,
That's
yeah.
his character.
Throws him out of the ring into the crowd.
Holy
They
shit.
Clubber firing off at Stallone. Hey, woman, why don't you come see what a real man's like?
Joe. Does Clubber Lang kill, or Mick dies in that one, right? Mick dies in 3.
Guys, yeah, Clubber does like a push, and his heart goes, and he's struggling in the locker room, but he ends up getting taken away and dying while Rocky's fighting Clubber in the first fight.
It's crazy.
I can tell you everything about
3
the
of the
Rocky
first
movies,
5
man. I
picks.
love them.
3 of the first 5
This
picks.
is wild.
3 of the first
There's
5 are
Rocky.
Rocky movies. Yeah.
So I'm not
Alright,
gonna.
wow.
So Rocky 3 and Rocky 4, 100% are in my top 5 movies. For sports movies, I fucking fell in love with the Rocky movies as a kid. I've watched them so many fucking times. Even in Rocky 4, the scene where he's driving in the DeLorean and No Easy Way Out blasting. I mean, it's just he's going through all those flashbacks. It fucking just pumps me, man.
I
Love
got to
it.
say, it's a little surprising to me. I thought he was going to go a golf movie with one of those first 2.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, they were in there. I think I think I got a better chance at some of those slide into me, or some of the other movies I got on my top tier list. Rocky, like I said, my childhood was the Rockies, man. It just takes me back.
Okay. Mike, you're up.
All right. Well, the first golf movie is coming off the list right now. One of the funniest movies of all time.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Chubbs. Happy Gilmore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually shocked this fell to me at 6, so I'm happy with my first 2 picks. Even though I didn't get Raging Bull, to end up with Remember the Titans and Happy Gilmore, I'm happy, man.
Yeah, you can't be mad with those 2 picks and Shooter McGavin. I mean, come on now, who doesn't?
Bob
do
Barker.
that?
Bob Barker. He fought Bob Barker. I mean,
Great.
an amazing movie. That
Price
I was
is
hoping it
wrong,
was going to fall
bitch.
to me, because I was going to take it. One of my next 2 picks was definitely going to be Happy Gilmore. All right, Andy.
All right. Number 2 for me, number 3 on my big board is White Man Can't Jump.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just watched that yesterday.
Yeah.
I
The
thought that was
original-
gonna be one of yours.
The original. I love that movie so much. I had a buddy that used to live in LA, and I go out there and visit him pretty frequently. The first time I went out there, I brought a basketball and my basketball shoes, and I couldn't fit my basketball in my luggage. So I was walking around airports with a basketball, which is hilarious because I'm fucking terrible and 5'6" and white and bald, walking around with a ball.
You're a
But I
good
brought all
player.
my stuff just
Don't
to
put
go
yourself
hoop
down.
at Venice Beach.
Yeah. No, he's Billy Hoyle. He's he's humble and
Shorter
he's
version
trying to
of
get on the
Billy
court.
Harrison in
He
that
is
movie.
Billy Hoyle. That's why he loves that movie so much.
White man really can't jump in real life, though.
Backwards
I
hat
can't
like
get
he's got right now.
That's true. That's true. One of my
Amazing,
favorites.
amazing, amazing movie.
One of the greatest shit talking movies of all time. There is just back and forth shit talk that whole movie, and it just doesn't fail.
Oh, I love it.
You guys,
Yeah,
are, you
well,
guys
back
are
in the day,
taking.
Wesley Snipes.
Dude, the scene where I can't remember what NBA player it is, but he's like, no, both y'all crazy. I'm gonna go in my car, I'm gonna get my gun. I'm shooting everybody. That shit gets me every single time. Oh,
All right, I got 2 picks here to make. First one, I'm going Space Jam.
Whoa, okay.
That was my pick for you to go number one.
Yeah, that's a childhood one right there. And the original Space Jam, obviously. And actually, Andy, I meant to go back on that. Did they make another White Men Can't Jump?
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Dude,
It
Jack
wasn't-
Harlow, right?
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible, but it was fucking not good.
Okay, all right. I never saw the remake of Space Jam either. I know you did, Mike, because you're kids, right?
Yeah,
Terrible.
I mean, they loved it. Obviously, if you're an adult and you're watching it for the first time, especially, I don't like LeBron James, so I'm not gonna love that movie. But I think for them, it'll end up being what Space Jam, the original, is to us.
Okay.
Wow. That's crazy to think. You're
That is
probably
crazy,
right.
yeah.
To me, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I got to go here. This is one I was surprised fell to me, actually. I thought one of you guys would take this. I'm going Sandlot.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, not where I thought that was going.
Going Sandlot. Now, don't ask me to say any of the lines. I can't remember all the lines in it, but I was a big fan of it back in the day.
How can I
And
have
who
more
didn't
if I
have a
haven't had
crush on
anything?
Wendy Peppercorn, right?
And then wasn't it James Earl Jones? There was James Earl Jones with that freaking dog. That-
Yep.
With the Babe Ruth baseball. I mean, great movie. Love that movie. And then that one
Babe
line. What was that one line though, where it was like, "This is the last time that you're all gonna play together," but they didn't know it at the time, kind of thing. How's that go? I screwed that all up. But
I don't know the line you're talking about, but that was like the narrator part
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that,
that-
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Richard Dreyfuss. Richard
Is that who
Dreyfuss was the-
narrated that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did not remember that.
So, no, I mean, an amazing movie. I got to show my kids. I gotta watch that one again and remember that one. But I was surprised it dropped to me. I didn't think it was going to.
The
All right.
jet stole home. The jet stole home.
Yeah. The Converse kicks. Great movie.
Me again?
Yeah, it is you again, Andy.
Caddyshack.
That's another one I was surprised fell.
Easy. That was I'm killing my big board right
Yeah,
now.
I don't know how Caddyshack made it this far. I thought when Rossi said he was taking the all-time funniest golf movie, I actually thought he was going Caddyshack.
I
But
kinda
when he
did
the
too.
R.I.P. to
Yeah.
Chubbs, he flipped on me.
Yeah.
Not saying Happy Gilmore is not a hysterical movie, but I would have took Caddyshack over if I had a choice between the two.
Yeah, I'm a bigger Happy Gilmore than
I am
mean,
too. I'm with Mike.
I think I've seen Caddyshack once, but it was so long ago that I can't pick it with confidence.
Same.
Really.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the record, I had Happy Gilmore higher than Caddyshack, but they were 3 and 4. They were 3 and 4.
Okay.
So,
I mean, Bill Murray, Chevy Chase,
dude, it's fucking
Rodney
all star
Dangerfield.
cast. So
like, yeah, a studded.
It's
cast.
so good.
at the Masters.
I knew Joe would know the lines for that. one.
So good.
I couldn't believe that Joe
It's
didn't
about
pick
300 yards away. It's about a 5 iron.
that.
Golonka.
I love that.
Yeah, I thought
movie.
for sure Joe was going Caddyshack.
All right, I think those are like the biggest ones I had on my list at least. So I'm curious to see where Mike go. There's a few others. Mike, where you going?
I'm gonna I'm gonna play the game here of letting who I really want slide, and I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
go with the movie that I think Joe would pick. Give me Cool Runnings.
Ooh, it's on my list. It's on my top tier list.
I figured it would be. I mean, it's just you talk about like those underdog stories, those feel good stories. A Jamaican bobsled team, you don't get any more feel good story than that. And it's just everyone's perfect to that movie. It's just a great
John
fucking movie.
Candy,
John
Dougie
Candy.
Doug.
Andy,
Great
man.
movie.
And is John
Ah.
Candy in his prime of
Yeah.
acting.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say he died
Early
like 2
90s.
years
Yeah.
later, but yeah.
Prime early
health-wise.
90s. Not health. Not health.
Yeah, no, I don't. I love that man. Any
So much-
movie John Candy did is great.
Dude, so many catchy lines in that movie. Just funny shit everywhere. Kiss the egg, man.
I don't do a good Jamaican accent, so I'm not going to quote anything.
Man, feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. He's on them. It's bobsled time.
We got
That's
Joe to
actually
do
a
the
pretty
lines.
good accent
We
there.
got him
Yeah,
to do the lines
seriously.
for every movie. We don't have to
I
do
love
lines.
sports movies, man.
Let's go.
I'm gonna quote every single movie probably
Yeah.
that gets drafted.
All right, Joe, stop stalling. You got 2 picks.
All right. So first pick, I'm gonna get my golf movie and lock in my golf movie. And even though the other two are funnier, this is my favorite one to watch, and it's Tin Cup.
I love that movie. I agree.
Good movie. Good movie.
Yeah, man. I mean, Roy McAvoy, the story, driving range pro. Come on. Gus from the Gods.
I don't think I've ever seen Tin Cup.
Never
Wow.
seen Tin Cup.
Is that
No.
the one where he has to wait? Hold on. Is that the one where he has to like play 9 holes in a certain amount of time and he has to like run the whole way to do it?
No, he
No.
plays a guy with like a shovel, a baseball bat, a rake.
No, not the movie I'm thinking of then.
I have no idea what you're thinking of with the time thing.
I could be just making shit up too. You never know.
That was-
It's in his dreams. He's just, it'd be a good movie. Joe, what's your second
man.
pick?
Second pick. I don't know if everybody's gonna know this movie. I hope you all do. Blue Chip.
yeah.
Nick
Yeah.
Nolte. You got Shaq and Penny Hardaway showing how colleges pay these boys their money and how they did it back in the day. I mean, just fucking awesome movie.
I think you could have. I mean, I don't know your last 2 pick. Maybe they're all sleepers at this point, but I think you could have waited on Blue Chip.
You could
if
probably
you
had
hold
had
on to
other
that
big
one.
names.
Yeah.
He's got 80 more movies on his list. So.
I have so many fucking movies. When I did my list earlier, I stopped at 65, and then when I got home, I added like 10 more, and it's
Jesus.
just it's too hard.
What
for
I'm
me
more
to-
impressed with is that Joe likes 75 sports movies. Like that's
75
impressive.
movies.
Yeah,
Joe,
75 movies. Exactly.
Joe, you understand that no matter what, only 24 movies are getting picked, right? Like you didn't
I
have to go to
understood,
75, man.
But I felt like I needed to get them all out there, evaluate them all, and make sure I wasn't forgetting one that was like a go-to. Yeah, I have those moments, Ross. You know my memory is not great.
Very
so,
true.
Like
Very true.
had to hone it in.
All right, Michael. What do you got?
All right, I'm gonna go. I hope I don't Munson myself right here, but give me Kingpin. I mean, that movie is absolutely hilarious. Bill Murray as Ernie McCracken. He's just fucking hilarious with his hair going all over the place and the antics that he just pulls and the one-liners he has in that. It's just, to me, it's one of the underrated comedies. So I'm happy to get it on my list.
That's Bill Murray still in his prime right there too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
All right, Andy.
I'm gonna play the game again. So I'm gonna go past the one because there's no way Doug's gonna take my movie. And I'm gonna go Dodgeball. Dodgeball is gonna come in as my fourth.
Ooh.
I find that movie fucking hysterical. I don't know why. I really don't. I don't enjoy Ben Stiller usually. But I find that movie, it just cracks me up from start to finish. So that's number 4 for me.
He's fucking gold in that movie. Nobody makes
so
me
good.
bleed my own blood.
It's so good.
I actually love one of my favorite scenes is when he's fucking like rubbing the pizza on his crotch.
Just
So
so good. Uh,
All right, I'm gonna get a comedy in mine as well, and I'm not a big racing fan, but Talladega Nights is a hilarious
good
movie.
one. Fucking funny movie.
I'm
Ooh,
not a
Andy,
fan.
you don't think it's that funny?
I don't really like it. No,
Do you
He
not
made-
like Will Ferrell?
I also don't really like Will Ferrell, but I
Okay.
find semi-pro hilarious. Semi-pro's on my list.
But that's the basketball in you. That's what
Yeah.
that is. That's the basketball fan in you.
Maybe.
Little baby Jesus.
If you're not first, you're last. I was high when I said that, Ricky.
I think
that line gets you every time.
I was gonna say I think you've quoted that before on the podcast.
I do enjoy.
all
I enjoy
kind-
that scene. Yeah.
It's all kinds of play. There's second, there's
The
third.
second and third. Yeah, it's a great scene.
Oh man. All right. So I'm gonna take this one because I don't think it's gonna come back to me. And this might be this one's a little underrated too and a little bit of a sleeper. I'm going Bloodsport.
All right.
Bloodsport. I
Watched
wasn't
it
sure
like
if
2
anybody
months
was gonna go that direction.
I watched it 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I know you say it didn't hold up, but for me as a kid,
not
as a
hold up.
child,
It did
oh
not
my
hold up.
god.
it did not hold up.
I'm sure it didn't. It's a ridiculous
all-
80s movie. Van Damme
John
movie.
Claude does a split. He does a split in every scene, dude.
Every fight he does a
like,
split.
He does
Yeah,
7
yeah.
splits in that movie for no reason.
Yeah.
That and he
Back
always
then,
does
he was
like
the only male who could.
Well, yeah.
Still
exactly.
great though. Still great.
I think he can still do a split.
Uh,
I'd put money on it right now.
Right.
Yeah, for me, like that and Rocky were like the two movies that would like pump me up as a kid. You know, those two movies were pretty wild. Bloodsport was a ridiculous movie,
It's a good
but a
one.
very entertaining one. All right, we had talked about it a little bit prior, and Andy had mentioned it, so like this isn't gonna get back to me.
Are you a little nervous?
I was a little nervous on that one. Yeah, that's why I took the Bloodsport there. All right, Andy, where you going?
All right, I'm gonna take what I think is the second actual best movie on my list. I'm gonna take He Got Game.
That's the one I was worried about you taking. I almost took that last round.
My favorite
Well, if
Spike
you-
Lee movie.
If you
Ray
want,
Allen, fucking Denzel. What a movie.
Joe, if you wanted He Got Game, you know you had to pick him. Andy's all
I
about the
know. I
basketball.
wanted-
movies. You think he's not going to take the one with Ray
I-
Allen in it?
No, but that's
Well,
where
right.
I like blue chips more, so I wanted to have blue chips if I had to get one.
Jesus Shuttlesworth, right?
I was
That's the
trying
name
to think of
movie?
that. Jesus Shuttlesworth, right?
Jesus.
Yeah.
I give you every line of that movie almost. I fucking love that movie.
God, I don't think I've seen it since like right around when it came out. I do remember liking it, but
That was good.
I haven't seen that one
My
in a long time.
parents made me stop watching it when it came out because of how like all the shit that was happening in that movie.
Was there some
Back
nudity
then,
in that
it was
movie?
a different time. That was a very, very controversial movie for back then.
It had black people in it.
Jesus.
You can't watch that.
Don't put that on my mom. She's a nice woman.
I'm kidding.
He
You have
never
lovely
said no to
parents.
his dad, though.
Yeah, right. He kept that. It's like he might. We're questioning him. All right,
Oh,
Mike,
man.
where are you going?
I have. I'm gonna go off my board. Well, not, it's on my board, but it's
There
not
we
top
go.
on my board right now.
Here we go.
I have 4 movies above this, but I just didn't want too many football movies, so I'm gonna go a different route here. I'm gonna go The Fighter on my list. You watch those fights as a kid, well, not as a kid, as a teenager, I guess, the Mickey Ward fights, and then to see the story, and Christian Bale's fucking fantastic in that movie. That's just an all-around great movie. I wrote Mickey Ward as the name of the movie on my thing here. The Fighter, number 5 on my list.
All right, lock it in. Joe, you got 2 picks. Your last 2 picks there. Where you going?
Oh, I hate that these are my last two.
Well, you used blue chip the last round, so
I know, but I wanted that. I'm just saying, like, the fact that I'm gonna have to leave some of these movies off bothers me. Give me District 5. I'm taking the Mighty Ducks.
District.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I
yeah.
didn't know
well,
what that
where
was
is
at
that
first.
going?
Come on, boys. Soft hands, Aberman. District 5, you don't that's the team. That's the original team.
I don't
Again,
remember
I
that.
can't remember. I remember loving it as a kid. I can't
Yeah.
quote anything on that movie.
Fucking Banksy over here.
Banksy?
Adam Bank. Jesus Christ.
Who's Banksy?
Adam
Hold on.
Bank in the movie. He plays for the
okay.
Hawks. He has to go to end up being on the Ducks because of the districts. They got realigned. God,
Yep.
man, you guys
Yep.
killed it.
I remember
Is he-
Goldberg.
Is he the one with the slap shot? Who had the slap shot?
No, that's Fulton Reed.
Now,
Joe,
did
when
you
was the
look
last
all
time you
this up
watched this
beforehand?
I probably haven't watched Mighty Ducks in probably at least 5-7 years. Probably at least.
Did you look up names before this, or you really
No.
actually remember shit like that?
Remember all of them.
Whew,
I can't remember shit
I
like
can't
that.
either.
I'm having
Yep.
trouble
Emilio
explaining
Estevich,
my
Coach
movies.
Bombay, Gordon Bombay.
I just picked this. What sport is it again? It's fucking only remember names.
Quack, quack, Mr. Ducksworth. Quack, quack, quack.
Your last pick was the fighter. You're like, which sport? It's
There's a great story about a guy who fights.
All right, Joe, your last pick. Where you going?
I know. And I'm going to pick probably another old movie. I'm probably picking nothing recent, I think. I'm going to pick this. And maybe some people won't put this. I can't believe I'm leaving Rudy off the list, but I am.
Wow.
I know that's you probably thought Rudy was happening right here.
I thought Rudy was going to be your first pick.
Me too.
That's what Mike had
No.
thought the other day when I was talking.
No. I'm going Rounders.
Huh.
That's sports
Okay.
movie.
Wouldn't call it a sport, but all right, you degenerate. Yeah, whatever.
It's on ESPN.
Series of Poker was on ESPN. I feel like it falls in that category.
Okay.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
got dodgeball,
Mike-
so
Mike-
you don't have to explain.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
come on. This is ESPN.
Also on
Ocho,
ESPN,
you know.
just the Ocho.
Just the other.
But Mikey McDermott, one of my favorite characters of all time in a movie. Going and getting his 3 stacks of high society, taking a chance. Who doesn't? What gambler doesn't love that movie and want to go live that life and test that lifestyle out? We all do.
John Malkovich is great in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, KGB, Teddy KGB. Oh, your dreams? Whoop,
Crazy how he
down
knows
the
all the names.
fucking drain.
How many times do you watch these movies?
Rounders all the fucking time. Rounders, I probably watched it like 2 weeks ago. I fucking love that.
We're like in the teens to 20s on all these movies. That you picked?
Rounders is probably
Yeah.
thousands.
No. I'm
that's-
talking the amount of time he's seen it.
Oh God, hundreds. Yeah, I see which
Oh
one.
God, Rounders 100.
Okay.
Joe
Wow.
Joe has the same 25 DVDs, and I do mean DVDs, not Blu-rays, DVDs, and just watches them on repeat because he's too cheap for cable or anything else.
No joke. Rocky series. I have the box set of Rockies. I have Rounders and Blue Chips all on DVD, and all the movies I have on DVD except for the Mighty Ducks. That's the only one that the movies I've picked I don't have on DVD.
All right.
Wow. Well, we know what to get him for Christmas now. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Mike.
All
your
right,
last pick.
I'm going with I grew up watching this movie. My older brother, it was his favorite sports movie, and I just grew up watching it with him. I'm going The Program. Joe, I know you love you know I love that movie. Steve Latimer. I mean, the cast is great. James Caan, the late great James Caan, Omar Epps. I looked it up earlier. At the time, I had no idea Halle Berry was in that movie, but Halle Berry's in that movie. If you haven't seen The Program, just go watch. That's a great fucking movie.
I don't think
All right.
I think I saw it maybe fucking 20 something years ago, and I don't think I've seen it since. I think I saw it once, but I remember it being good.
Yeah, same with me. All right, Andy, your last pick.
Yeah. I gotta have a football movie. So give me Steamin' Willie Beeman. I'll take any given Sunday. Because you have to have one. I got 6 movies. I have to have a football movie, and that is a good movie.
That's a good list, Andy.
It's a great movie. That was gonna be my pick. So
The
great movie.
speech, man. Al Pacino's speech in that locker room. Come on.
Oh yeah. Can
All
you
right.
quote it word for word right now, Joe?
Yeah, give us everyone.
All right, I'm gonna go
McShane
with
probably
one.
could if McShane was here. He could.
I'm gonna go with a Cosner again. I think is Tin Cup the only Cosner movie we picked so far?
Yeah.
I feel like he did so many
Think so.
sports movies.
Which one are you going?
So I'm gonna go Field of Dreams.
Oh, Paul Durham, we got something left out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm going Field of Dreams, and I know not a lot of people love that movie.
Love that one.
Yeah, it's I don't know. There's something nostalgic about that movie. I'm a big fan of it. I can always go back and watch that one. And another James Earl Jones movie, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got
I got two of those.
Two James
Those
Earl Jones
consistent.
in both of them.
Yeah, two of those. Couldn't pick Star Wars, so it wasn't on the list. I think I'm just gonna list off what they were because I don't think we need to really go over them again, do we?
No.
No.
All right, so my list was Rocky 1, Space Jam, Sandlot, Talladega Nights, Bloodsport, Field of Dreams.
Hmm.
Andy had Raging Bull, White Men Can't Jump, Caddyshack, Dodgeball, He Got Game, and Any Given Sunday.
He's gonna get the most
List.
love. He's gonna
Think
get
so?
the most love.
A good list.
Mike had Remember the Titans, Happy Gilmore, Cool Runnings, Kingpin, The Fighter, in the program. And Joseph, bringing up the rear here, had Rocky 4, Rocky 3, Rocky 7, Tin Cup, Blue Chip, Mighty Ducks, and Rounders. And that
I think
rounds it
Andy-
off.
I
What's
think
that?
Andy's got it. I think Andy's
You
got
think-
it.
you
He's
think
got a
Andy's gonna be the
solid
one?
I
where
think you
everyone-
would have been close. I think a lot of people. I think a good amount of people aren't going to know the program. I think that's the one that people aren't. But that's not what we did. We did our movie.
Our movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see what people come out and like. I mean, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you left that out. You left this out." You know, it's gonna be
Oh,
We
Rudy.
left
dude,
a lot.
Rudy's gonna be a big one.
dude,
Rudy.
there's so Slapshot. Any hockey people are going to say
Slapshot.
how Slapshot not on there.
Yeah, you're
Hockey
very
people don't
right.
have the internet. You know, we don't have to worry about them.
That's also true. We're not voting. They're not gonna be voting. We're not doing this for them. It's too funny.
No, there's so many good sports movies out there.
So, don't you have a date?
I do, man. We got it timed out. Don't worry. It was timed for 7:15. What time we got?
7:15.
Oh, gotcha. Then she'll be here any minute.
All right, boys. I think that just about did it. So for Mike,
He's knocking
Andy,
at the door right now.
Joey G Money,
I told her it's unlocked. Just walk right in. Whatever I'm doing, I'm doing.
that's
She gonna
dangerous.
walk in. She walked in. She heard Mighty Ducks. She walked right back out.
He said Rounders are a sports movie. Get the fuck out of
Fuck it
here.
out here. This degenerate.
Blue chip in the 4th round. All right, boys. So again,
That was
for
fun.
Mike, Andy, Joey G Money, I'm Doug. We'll see you guys next time. Later.
Peace.